What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 16 of the Hard Breach. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about we're going to talk about the test server. We're going to talk about the test server changes. We're going to talk about the actual things that they are putting onto the test server that are going to carry over to the live builds. Things that we should expect to see in the season. We're going to get into detail with a couple of them, or we're going to talk about how we feel and how we don't like some. But the very first thing is obviously we're going to talk about Sam Fisher or Zero, whatever you want to call him. If you haven't watched any of the reveals or played the test server at all, he is an old character from Splinter Cell. His load up on the siege side of it is going to be the SC3000K weapon. I guess that is an old weapon from the Splinter. I've never played the Splinter Cell games, so I guess that is a weapon that they carried over from that to kind of have some originality with him. And then they also gave him the MP7 with an ACOG. I know the bandit mains aren't very happy with that, but it is what it is. Utility wise, he has grenades and a claymore. His gadget is the Argus launcher, which it's essentially like the Maestro cam but on attack. So when he uses his Argus launcher, he can burrow it through reinforced walls. He can put it through the floor. He can put it on the ceiling. He could literally put it anywhere. He has 4 of them. The only problem I have with that is he has 4 of them, and I don't think he needs to have 4 of them because they also, Jaeger's ADS also catches them. So imagine Sam Fisher is trying to nade somebody out of a corner, and there's an ADS there. He could literally shoot two of his little Argus doorway, clear his own ADS, and then throw a nade. He could clear 2 ADSs before needing to throw his own nade, or he could just zap it through a wall. So I don't think he needs 4 of them, but that's the only problem I have. He's also a 2-speed, 2 armor. I don't think he's necessarily going to be overpowered. I think right now he just has much utility, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting if they tweak it. The next big thing that's happening is new chalet, or the new reworked chalet is taking chalet's spot. I don't really know how I feel about new chalet yet. I didn't really get a chance. I don't think I got to play it a single time on the test server, so I can't really say whether I do or do not like it because my luck with I guess for a while, if you actually spawned on, if you were going kitchen dining and you spawned in dining, there was actually a spot where you would spawn in that would instantly just kill you. But I believe they fixed it, at least before it comes out. The next, one of the biggest things I'm finally excited for is map bans. We're in year 5 and we finally have map bans. I would like to point that out. But essentially, what the map bans are going to be it's going to pop up on your screen before your ranked game actually starts. It's going to give you 3 map options, and then you as a team get to vote which map you want to skip. But then you also have to remember that the other team also gets to skip a map. So if the majority of the map votes for both sides goes on one map, it'll basically go eeny, meeny, miny, mo on the other two maps. It's a 50-50 shot. But say that you have 4 votes on one map, but then the other team has 4 votes on another map. Both of those maps get banned, and then you just play the third map. I kind of like how it is. The next thing that people are kind of excited for is the match replay mode, which is, if you play Call of Duty, it's a lot like the old theater mode. It allows you to go back and watch, I think, up to your last 15 previous matches from the spectator point of view. So you could do the bird's eye view. You could pick anybody's point of view from within that lobby. So say you wanted to see how somebody knew you were there on the other team, you could go into the match preview and you could watch that other person's point of view. I mean, the only thing you can't really get is they're in a group. You don't really get to hear how that works. It is nice that you can finally see how things work. The next thing is the new hard breach gadget. It's basically, so if Habana were to use 2 of her X Kyro charges, the new hard breach gadget, when it actually goes off, is about that size. So it's essentially a crouch hole. And the operators that are having this gadget are Monty, Ying, Fuze, Finka, Amaru, Nook, Capitao, and Lime. So the majority of those ops that are getting this new gadget, they're not necessarily the most essential ones, but it might make them more used. I think is kind of what they're going for. I don't think it's a big deal, but now it's just more that you got a band trick. It's gonna be. With this new update, they have also added new scopes and sights. I'm extremely iffy on this personally, but they've also allowed you to change your reticle color. You can't change the reticle itself, but you can change its color and you can change its opacity. But the new scopes that they added are a new 1x hollow and a new 1x red dot, a new 1.5x, a new 2.0x, the 3.0x is not new. It was recently only available on Capitao's LMG and Gridlock's LMG, but now they're making it to where you can also use it mostly on DMR, I believe. So it's not new. It's just it's getting passed around a little bit, so now more people can. With that change being added, a lot of people have found that their sensitivities on the test server compared to the live build are extremely different. I personally even used Ubi's new sense calculator that they tweeted out, and I think the only thing that actually felt somewhat normal was the 1x, and that I think that was it. I don't think anything after my 1x felt normal. I don't know. I personally don't like it. Rampy, a very well-renowned Pro League player, also tweeted out, I hate that my sense that I've used for nearly all my career can't be exactly converted. And then he quoted that tweet and said, just putting this again because my sense doesn't feel at all equivalent to my true sense. Yes, I used the calculator. So for me, it kind of just sucks that nobody has found a 100% exact way to convert your sense. And for me, that was my biggest deterrent to actually playing the test server. It didn't feel normal. Everything felt off. And then every time I would go back to the live build after playing the test server, things would just... Sorry, the Rocket League guys are yelling. But things just... It didn't feel right. It didn't mesh. I felt off, and I did not like it. Another one of the new things that they're kind of changing is Maverick. Maverick is going to have 6 canisters now instead of 5. And I think the only people that this actually affected in a negative way were the competitive players. I saw some people talking on stream about how they were, I don't remember who it was, but they were unhappy. Oh no, I take it back. It was Merc from TSM. He actually said that it's unfortunate that he actually sat down in custom lobbies for hours, and he was one of the only people who could open up 2 hatches with the 5 Maverick canisters. And to actually put in that much time to a gadget that has that much of a skill gap, and then to have Ubisoft turn around and be like, okay, we're going to lower that skill gap and we're going to make it easier for everybody to use. I understand both sides of it, I guess. I understand wanting to just be a casual player and wanting to just be able to use gadget, but then when this game is also your living and you put that many hours into being that good with it, it kind of sucks. So I can understand both sides. I don't think Maverick should have been changed. It is what it is. Another new system that they added was the new ping 2.0. A lot of people are not happy about this. I'll be honest, it makes it too easy. I'm sorry for swearing there, but it makes it too easy. It basically allows you to ping on a drone. So what you can do is you can drone through. You could drone and you could see that, hey, there's a goo mine on the floor. Let me ping the goo mine, and the giant blue bubble comes up around where the goo mine is, and everybody can see it. At least on the attacking side. But so you could ping goo mines, you could ping Meistercam Evil Eyes, you could ping Capcan traps, you can ping echo drones, you could ping everything. You could also ping a player who is not moving. So now when you would have to scan and you would have to mark the person, now you can essentially just, oh hey, this person's right here. Instead of me scanning this person and giving them like, oh hey, like I've spotted you. Let me just mark, like let me put a little ping down, and they're not gonna have any idea that my drone's even looking at them, and bada bing, bada boom, easy. Like it just, for me, it sucks to see that the skill gap in this game is decreasing more and more and more and more. And I think a lot of the higher tier players can agree with that, because it's, for me, it's kind of ruining some of the fun of the game. The next thing is Thatcher. Thatcher's EMPs are being changed. He no longer just destroys gadgets. He doesn't just throw an EMP and Jaeger's ADS gone. Cade's Electroclaw gone. Bandit batteries are gone. He disables them. So now instead of them breaking, they are disabled for 15 seconds. They used to be just like Vault cams and default cams and Meister cam, like cams that were disabled, but now it's everything. Now everything's. I understand that like Thatcher just being able to throw it and then boom, everything's gone was a little easy, but I don't think Thatcher needed changed either, because now you have Womais, you have ADSs, shields you need to clear. You have like Meister cams and Echo drones and Evil Eye. Well, I guess so the one of the biggest things that I want to point out is that Ace and Melusi are not being changed whatsoever at all. Not in a single, nothing's happening to them. So my biggest thing is that in almost every ranked game that I have played in, and I've played anywhere from Plat 2 to Diamond to like Champ Elo this season, I think Melusi has been banned 95% of the time. And that is because people are tired of having to just sit there and clear utility. Like, so imagine you're on Clubhouse and you're pushing down Blue Hallway, but you can't because there is Wi-Fi barbed wire, which is Melusi's Banshee just having a rave in your face. And say you're Zofia, right? And you go to clear it. And you shoot 2 of your stuns through and it catches the ADS. But then go to shoot your impact through and it gets caught by a Wamai. There's just like there's so much going on defense. Like there's so much utility that you have to clear before you can even make a push, that Melusi, I don't like this operator. Ace, I don't have that much of a problem with. I don't like that he's really just point throw and then bam 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 bam, and he can literally throw all 3 of them and gone. Job's done. There's no risk. I think that about sums up all the changes that are actually going to be coming live build weeks. So while I want to say that I am excited to play it, I have a lot of adjusting to. I'm not excited. I'm not excited to have to say all this, but I am excited to see how the meta is going to change, or if the meta is going to change at the competitive level. But I guess we'll see. I guess that's like part of the new season that I'm excited for, is I have no idea what to expect. But with all that being said, once again, this is The Hard Breach. I'm your host, Lauren Goddess Williams. If you guys don't already, you could press the subscribe button right down below, press the like button, go over and follow us on Twitter. We are the Soniqs Esports. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and you have just been